Waddell is the General Manager of Robinson Property, having been with the company for over 20 years and in the real estate game for almost 30 years. Robinson Property are the largest independent real estate office in Newcastle and have been recognised with national industry awards. Matthew enjoys balancing work and life, having completed 5 ultramarathons, and believes exercise is the key to maintaining focus in all areas of life. Welcome, Matthew. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Holly.
To begin today, could you tell us a little bit about your career path?
Yeah, I sure can. Getting into real estate wasn't a plan. It was more of an accident. I was going to university at Newcastle doing commerce, and I was 18 and Dad came home one day and said, I don't think you're very good at uni. You seem to spend more time at the bar than you do at the classes. So he saw a job advertised for Barclay Real Estate as an assistant commercial property manager. I had no idea what that was, but turned up and got the job. That was September 89, and then the earthquake hit in December 89. So I was thrown in the deep end to start coordinating major construction jobs in some of our iconic buildings in Newcastle, the T&G building, CML, Tenella Centre. So fell into that. Ended up being a blessing in disguise because I got so much job knowledge so quickly. So I was there for 6 years, then went overseas for a year, then came back, worked in Sydney for a couple of years, and then got the phone call from Guy Robinson to come up and work at Robinson Property. And that was back in 97. I've been there since. So when I started there was 6 staff, now there's over 70. I've done pretty much every job from reception to sales manager, development manager, and now general manager.
What do you believe has shaped your leadership style?
I definitely think the first job I had at Barclays, there was 2 very different directors. John O'Brien was the analytical and very numbers driven, and Ross Wilson was the entrepreneur and wanted to explore things and wanted to do different things. But I could see how it meshed together and really worked. So I think I've taken that into all the jobs I've gone in with. Like, you don't know all the answers, but as a team, you'll be able to work it out. So I think that collaborative approach is really what I've taken on. And I think just also work ethic, like, seeing my dad and his career, I think that's really shaped, how I've done my career, as well as that loyalty and just getting in and getting it done.
Matthew, what is one action or task you ensure you incorporate into your diary each week?
I think being behind a desk a lot, I try and get out every morning and do something physical. So whether it's going to the gym or going for a run, I think it's a really good reset for your brain. So, there's so much going on with, family and work and all the rest of it. You can get caught up in your head quite a bit. So getting out there and switching off for an hour or so is a great reset. And probably the other one, which I'm hopeless at, is Keeley meditation. It's got introduced to me by a trainer, Matt Griggs. And it's just that, again, clearing of the brain and getting back to, getting that noise out of your head. I'm not good at it, but I do try and do it each day.
What do you believe makes business unique in the Hunter?
I think it's the old saying that everyone in Newcastle knows everyone. Like, I think it's a blessing and a curse, but I think in business it's a blessing. You can get access to the business leaders in our great city, and everyone's so genuine and so willing to help. And I think Newcastle's got a great BS barometer. Like, if you're genuine, you'll succeed. If you're not, people just won't support you. But I think in general, Newcastle people want to see Newcastle get its full potential and want to see at its best. And you can just start to see that now, that after all these hard years of toil, all the business leaders are pulling together and really getting Newcastle to where it should be.
To finish today, Matthew, what local business person do you find inspiring?
Yeah, I think there's so many that have helped me through my career, but there's one that stands out above them all, and that's Brad Webb, who was director at HMRI for a number of years. A fantastic guy. He's now with the Samaritans. I'm sure he'll add fantastic value there. But again, he's just that genuine person who's passionate about making a difference, and it shows in everything he does. So he's really become a friend of mine, a mentor of mine, and he's so giving with his time and his ideas that, it'd have to be, out of all the ones I know, it'd have to be Brad Webb as a standout.
Excellent. That's a lovely note to finish on today. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me, Holly. It was great. Thank you.